I greet each and every one of you, board of directors of the Rffl for life, the technical team, the management team, members, reps. In fact, I greet you all. I'm in the person of Rffl Francis Jr., one of the Ruby directors. Of late, we've been facing some challenges. Yes, it's true. We all agree that Rffl for life is a year as of today, 20th September 2021, just a year in the networking system now. And there might be some ups and downs. So we've been facing some challenges, and it has kept almost all we the Ruby directors to move ahead. So I just want to make some short video to draw the attention of the technical team, the executive members, the board of directors, the CEO, in fact all that it entails, so that we could make some adjustments to our system, so that it will be of great help to us, the members, as well as the management and all that are involved. So I'm going to make, I believe as a network marketer, we all do comparison. When we see a system, we all compare one or two things, look at the products and services that are involved, the benefit that I'm to achieve at the end of the day, or whatsoever the network modulo plan, and all that before we come on board. So then I'm going to make some short comparison and then draw the attention of the board to a very stressing issue that we are currently facing, and is not helping us move ahead. Okay, as said earlier, I'm the person of Francis Rffl Jr., one of the Ruby directors. So I'm in my first account. This is my first account, which has completed Crystal so many months ago, but still stuck, simply because we find it so hard to trace our downlines. We find it so hard to even locating the tree, and all that is very hard. So we believe and know that the system is built on spillovers. Okay, so as a matter of fact, if it's built on spillovers, I needed not necessarily get how to enter into any of my downlines accounts to make anything there. But our system, Rffl for life, is built in such a way that even if I'm to register in any account under me, I first and foremost have to have the account username and password, the transaction password and all that, before I can enter into that account to do anything. But then if the system is structured in such a way that at the end of the day, even putting a cursor, maybe the phone might not support that feature, but then the laptop will do. Once I put a cursor on any of my downlines showing under the downline tree, I must be able to do what? To know that this downline of mine, this is his or her username, or maybe ID number, as well as what? The number of downlines under him or her. Let's say for us to go ahead, we need to balance this so and so number at the left, at the middle, at the right. That is, I'm talking about the Rffl for life distance, because the plan is in three folds: the left, the middle, and then the right. So if I'm to place a cursor on any of my downlines, I should be able to see or even view from my point in my account, not necessarily going there. And even with the registration, if I'm to do a registration, simply because I've been able to notice that this downline of mine needs, let's say, 2 to complete Pearl and moves me in Crystal, I should be able to just use his or her ID number to make the registration, of which I can make the payment from my account, not necessarily going into that account as a user request. With this, the option spillover benefit doesn't work here, because if I'm to work and then at the end of the day, if I needed 10,000, I have to be approving all that 10,000 as a user request. Here, it doesn't tally at all. It doesn't help us. It doesn't help us one bit. Now, before I move on, I'm going to open my downline tree, and then we will see the number of people here who have completed Pearl, okay, or even who have completed Aquaba, waiting to be moved ahead, of which if we can trace those people in our tree, in our main downline, even if at the crystal level or the Pearl stage, we can use their ID numbers, make payment from our account, and help build those accounts. Because the main issue here is for us not move ahead. And if we cannot move ahead, there is nothing to show that the system is working. Okay, so pardon me, this video is going to be a very lengthy one. It's going to be a very lengthy one. Just look at the number of minutes it's taking to load the downlines, because my downlines is close to 6,000 thereabout. Okay, so let's look at something here. Now, just look at those who have completed. These are my downlines. Okay, Pearl, Aquaba. Now, look at something here. Let's go down. What we want is that this person, Adamu Hamidu, okay, number 82. This is her user out ID number. This is her name. This person came on board on the 7th of August 2021 at exactly 7:54 in the morning, and it's still at Aquaba. If certainly I know that this person is under me, a direct downline of mine, what do I need to do? I can just use his or her ID number, okay, and do registration from this my account here, this Rffl Francis account, okay, and then at the end of the day, I can just make the payment using my e-wallet or whatsoever, e-pin session or whatsoever. Make the payment for this said person, and then the downline will go certainly and drop under this person, and will be a benefit to me. Not necessarily I have to enter into Adamu's account, copy his or her ID number, make the e-pin request or whatsoever, and then at the end of the day I have to do what? Get into his account again and then confirm the registration as a user request. No, it's like Facebook. The system is built like Facebook, that every request that comes, you have to approve it. So what happens if this Adamu is not working and this person is supposed to push me at an end? We all know that the system is built in 3 phases: the first, left, the middle, and then the right. So what happens if this person falls under, let's say, the left side of me or the middle side of me? Simply because I won't be able to trace this, there are some accounts that will enjoy spillover from me, the upliner at the top of it, which can help Adamu to move ahead, as well as help me, the upliner, the Rffl Francis. But then, simply because I won't be able to enter his or her account, I can't do it. And it's not right. It's not right. Okay, so we going back to show something here again. I want to draw the attention. You see, the downline tree is still loading. Of all these minutes, it's still loading. Wow, this system is really slow this morning. As said earlier on, this video is going to be a very lengthy one, but I will plead on the management board and the board of directors or whatsoever, all dignitaries and executives involved, to have time, sit on this and then watch it for us. Okay, so let's see something here. Now this is what we want. Let's assume that I'm in Crystal. So I need to build people in what? Pearl stage. So as they complete the Pearl stage, they will be joining me in Crystal. So this is what we want. Okay, let's assume that this is my destiny, my Crystal, my Pearl stage, and I've opened it. This account, Shadow 1, is an account under me. Even if it's a spillover, okay, it's an account under me. So what we need is, once we place the cursor on it like this, it's supposed to give us that, oh, this person has so and so number at the left, in the middle, at the right. Okay, we all know that the system is 4 4 4 12. Okay, so if I'm to place the cursor on it like this, I have to see the number at the left, in the middle, and then at the right. If I'm to come to Passion 1, I have to see the number at the left, at the middle, and then at the hot, at the right. This will make me, as well as their user IDs and their sponsors. So if I see that this person is, I'm not the one who sponsors this person, I won't be using him or her to register, because at the end of the day, I know that certainly there is no bypassing in this system. Because if I'm in stage 2 and then I'm in Pearl, and then I delayed, and at the end of the day a downline of mine bypasses me to Crystal, when I move to Crystal, I know certainly, I've studied the system, certainly those or who bypass me to Crystal will definitely come and drop under me, simply because they are all my downlines. That is how the system is programmed. I've seen it, I know. So I won't go ahead and use a spillover account of which I know at the end of the day I'm not the one who referred that person, and that person will just go away until I know that the upliner of the said account is falling under me. Then I would use that account to do what? The registration. Okay, now let's look at something here. Let's look at my first what? Account, the Ruby side. Let's look at how it's building. Now you could see that one side of this account has built to the 3rd level. Okay, we all know the system is built in such a way that it's a level completion. So if the level is not completed, you are still stuck, you are not doing anything. Okay, you are not getting anything at the end of the day. But you could see that there is a lot of accounts that, even if we could have helped getting their username and ID numbers and their sponsors name or whatsoever, we could have helped all those accounts who could also have completed Crystal long ago. Now let's look at something at the dashboard. Let's scroll down. Look at the total number of downlines. Where are they? They are in Aquaba, in Pearl, in Crystal. Okay, but this account, for each account to complete Crystal is just 363 downlines. 363 downlines. So where are these 6,000 accounts? Where are they? Among that 363 downlines, some are hot spillovers, some are my own downlines, so they are still interlacing. So where are they? They are still stuck, simply because I won't be able to trace them. I won't be able to get their ID numbers. I won't be able to get their password. Yes, we understood that the office, the company is building the system, the privacy system is built in such a way that you don't expose others' ID numbers or whatsoever. The funny thing is, most of us, we try to take this company to other countries, and you could see that for someone to send money from you from outside, at times they need to see some 1 or 2 things before. So it will be a time that they will ask you to confirm the registration, do everything for them. At the end of the day, the money will be sent in. We did that. Most of us, Collins will attest to it, Revival will attest to it, Robert will attest to it, a whole lot. Okay, Johannes and Co, we all did that. Okay, all the names that I'm mentioning for us and our team Ultimate. Okay, we all did that. At the end of the day, after doing this, most of them have stopped working. We even use our own money to register those accounts. So if there was a system that we can even trace it, the company said it's against their privacy rule. There is nothing they can do about it. So what happens to those accounts? They are still stacked. They are still there. The accounts are building up. No claiming, nothing. Meanwhile, we are working and building those accounts for us to move ahead. But we can't trace it. We are even the ones who use our own money to register those accounts. Okay, so that is one issue just by the side. Now, this is our problem in this our Real Food for Life system. Now, I'm going to make comparison with two different systems. Before this system was built, Mama Hope was a member of Jama Life Helpers Global, now Natural Reach Global, as well as CEO. Okay, Mr. Hope was all part. So this I'm going to show. They are aware of it. They know how it works. They know. They have used it before. So I'm just drawing the attention back so that they could strategize their system and then help us all. Now, I'm in one of my Natural Reach Global's accounts. Okay. We were all in this company before Real Food for Life came into being, before we all switched to Real Food, even though Natural Reach Global is still in existence, formerly Jama Life Helpers Global. Okay, this is one of my account. This account, let's see where it is. So here, this account is at stage 4. Emerald, I'm an Emerald director, stage 4. Okay, so let's look at something here. Okay, so this is my account here. Now look at something. Immediately I place this cursor on the what? On the logo or the image. Okay, the clip art. Look at what pops out. What do you see? The name of the account, Affordable Francis Jr. The ID number NRJ6327235. Metrics entry date 26 what? December 2020. Who is the sponsor? Joanna. Total left, total left, right count 00. What does the 00 means? My left is 0, there is no down line here. My right is also 0, there is no down line here. This is what we want to see. Now, for it to make it clear, let me go back to, this is what? The Emerald stage. So let me go back to the Ruby stage. Let's see something here. Okay, I'm in the Ruby stage. This is the stage that I completed before going to the 4th stage. So let's look at something here. The first downline, just like Real Food for Life system arranges it from left to right, the same way this system also arranges it from what? Right to the left. So let's look at this. What is issue? The name of this account is Christy JC. The ID number is NRJ2685634. Metrics entry date 9th November 2021. Who sponsored this account? She used one of her own account to sponsor it, and the ID number is what? 89313931. Okay, that is what Christine used to register this account. How many downlines does she have at the left? She has 5 at the left, as well as what? 3 at the right. So if I know that this person is under me, having 5 at the left and 3 at the right, what will I do? I know for sure, for any account to move out from this stage, the person needs how many at the left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at the left. And how many at the right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 for it to balance. So what will I do? She has what? 5 at the left. So meaning she still needs what? 2 at the left to complete the left side. And then how many? 4 at the right. So I will just use her ID number. Okay, the NRJ 2685634 to do registration for her. I will use it as a sponsor to do registration in my account. I'm not going to enter into her account to do anything. In my account, the e-pins will be in my account, and then I will make the payment from my account, pay for the registration that I'm doing, and then at the end of the day, I will what? The person will go and drops under her. Okay, will go and do what? Drops under her. So this is what we want. Okay, this is what we want. Now let's look at something for you to see it well. Once I click on this, it will load and open only her tree for me. Meanwhile, I'm not in her account. But unlike natural Rffl for life, I have to log into his or her account before I could see anything there. I first counted 5 and then 3. Now let's look at something. The 5 at the left is what? Papa Kumi 1, Spend the Laugh, Papa Kumi 2, Papa Kumi 3, and Fuadab. Those are the accounts. Now who need the 2 here is what? Yakubu. He is the one who needed the 2. So I can just use Yakubu's account and then do registration, user ID, the 7038991, do registration for him, and then his system will fill up and he will come and what? Fill those 2 accounts here. I can just go ahead, use Harriet code 1. The ID number is what? 9485758. Use this ID number, do registration for her, and then it will be filling up for her. At the end of the day, Christine's account is the one that I needed to fall, complete stage 3 and move to stage 4 to help me move ahead. Okay, and simply because I'm their upliner, I will see it and then use their ID numbers to make payments, register accounts under them, and whatsoever. With this, the system doesn't need any refreshing. One funny thing is, I can be here, okay, make registrations. At the end of the day, let's say I can make registration and this Abama is supposed to move out of here, simply because I won't be able to enter into Abama's account even though she has completed. Now look at this, she has almost completed stage what? 2. This is a crystal. Okay, if you could see, this is a direct downlines. Okay, so at the end of the day, Abama is almost completing stage 2, but you get into her system simply because she has not refreshed. Her downline has not refreshed. This person has not refreshed. This person has not refreshed. This that all these downlines have not refreshed. Their downlines will never come. They will never show. And even though she has moved ahead far, but she will still be stuck. Okay, she will still be stuck. So the issue of refreshing has to be taken out of the system, as well as we need to use ID numbers of our downlines to make registration. Also, we want to see their details. Immediately we place the cursor on the said account like this. The username should come, the sponsor's ID, date of entry, the number on the left, the number in the middle. Our system is 3. Not like natural reach global, which is just 2 left and right. Our system is 3 left, 3 middle, and 3 right. Okay, so it's left, middle, and right. We want to see that this is at the left, this is at the right, this is in the middle. So if I'm to use an ID number, and meanwhile we don't need a system whereby we have to be going and approving a user ID, user account like Facebook request. No, we don't want it that way. We want the system to build in such a way that it will help us help the company as well, because the more we are creating those accounts, most of the downlines are not working, and it's up to the upliners to do multiple account registration, and with the help of spillover benefit, it helps those accounts and the rest. But then if the funny thing is I have to be entering into their account, those people are not working, they are not willing to give out their account details. The office is not willing to give out the account details because it's against their privacy rules. So what happens to us? We are all stuck. So what shows that the system is working? The system is not, because if I won't be able to register an account to fall at the designated destination that I want, and then complete the stage, go for my incentive, show it as a testimony, nothing shows the system is working. Now I just compared one system. Let me move to another company that I'm in, Exit Network International, also from Ghana here. Okay, I was even in this system before Rffl, but because of Rffl I decided to hold on with this system and then build Rffl for a while. Okay, so this is in one of my accounts. Let me go to the genealogy tree view. I'm going to view all the stages, just like how natural rich global system is built. The same way this company also built its system, and it's very good. You don't have any issue tracing accounts under you. There is no issue of refreshing. It has to be automatic upgrade. We want automatic upgrade, no refreshing. It makes us tagged. We don't want the issue of refreshing. We don't need it. Okay, so here is this account. As you can see, I've completed the stone genealogy, which is the stage 1. I've completed it. Now this system is built in such a way that you see there is a sub menu under the main menu. Okay, a sub menu. There is a sub menu. Okay, so even if you won't do it like natural rich global, thereby you see it like this, we want the sub menu. Okay, I know the reason why I'm giving these two options, so we can just do to add the details directly or create a sub menu. Now let me click on view. Let's see something here. Now when you come here, you could see that I click on the sub menu, the view, and then it opened the account of what? Affordable one. Now let's go back and see something. The first account, the main upliner is what? Affordable. Okay, it's Affordable. Now this is the sub account, Affordable one. Okay, so I just click on the view under Affordable one because I want to build Affordable one app. I just click on the view here, and then it's open for me that Affordable one only need one account under what? Affordable 4. To also complete this stage, the first stage 1, the stone stage, okay, and then move to the bronze what? Stage, the stage 2. So what will I do? I will just use Affordable one's details, okay, or ID, or just the username, the Affordable one, and then create an account, and at the end of the day the account will come and drop here. Okay, once it drops here, the system will refresh it automatically, and then Affordable one will move to what? Will move to fall under Affordable what? Stage 2. Now let's look here, the bronze stage, so that it will come and drop under what? The bronze stage for what? Affordable. So this is what we want. Okay, this is what we want. If you won't have the system whereby I'll click here, even let's look at something here, the Rffl. Okay, the state 2. Okay, let's look at something. Those people that we are supposed to build for them to come and fill the state 3 for this account. Let's look at something here. So this person is here. He has 9 at the left, 9 at the right. This account does what? Have 3 here, 2 here, 5 here. So instead of for me to build this account, I will just use what? Rffl to register more accounts. Many fours at the left, many fours at the right, and then they help build this account for me. I come here, I will use this account Rffl to do registration, and then at the end of the day they all move up. Let me go here. He has how many downlines on the right? He has 505 at the left and then 8 at the right. So I'll come to this account. This account is not working. Okay, so I'll just come use this account, make more registration, and then it will be filling the tree for me. Or we want this view system. We want this view system. If you come here, you will see that this account is lacking. So for me to build the app liner of this account, I'll just do what? Create more account using this system. So this is what we want. One, we don't want the issue of refreshing, because if I the app liner refresh and the downliner didn't refresh, nothing happens. Nothing. Certainly nothing happens. Again, the issue of going into everyone's account to use the ID number and make registration and go back into that account to approve it, like sending a Facebook user request. No. I don't want to use the word archaic, but a kind of old. So let's upgrade on it. What we want is, I want to just go to my downline tree. If I go to, let's say, Pearl, if I go to Pearl and then I put the cursor on shadow 1, I want to see the sponsor of shadow 1, the ID number of shadow 1, the number of shadow 1 downlines on the left, in the middle, and in the right, at the right side. Okay, so that if I'm to help Rffl and I'm to use shadow 1, I will know certainly the ID number to use. And then at the end of the day, I want to use my account and make payments for registrations that I'm doing under shadow 1 without even the knowledge of shadow 1, because I'm not going to enter his or her account. Shadow 1 belongs to Robert. I'm not going to enter Robert's account. I don't need it. I'm not going to do anything there. Just because I'm the app liner, I should be able to do everything that I want to do there. This is Joanna's account, authentic JT1. Okay, if I'm to place the cursor on authentic's account, Joanna's account, I have to be able to see the ID number of Joanna, the sponsor of this account, the number at the left, the number in the middle, and the number at the right side, and also be able to use my e-wallet, okay, to make payments for Joanna, and I will pay without the knowledge of Joanna. So this is what the board of directors we are drawing your attention to as a plight of all the Ruby directors, Rffl, myself, Francis Jr., Sylvia, Kingdom, Collins. In fact, we are all stuck. Most of us have so many accounts. Some 200, some 100, some 150, all in our name as multiple account registration, but it's not helping us. So we want the management team to sit on this and decide. As we are celebrating our 1 year anniversary, it will be of great help if the company will help us, so that the more we create accounts, we need to have value for the money. We need to have value for the money, so that we will have something to show, and people will be happy that indeed they've joined a system that is working. Nobody is saying the system is not working. It's working, but I can boldly say 80% working. If I'm able to have value for all the money that I invest into the system, it's going to work 100%. There will be more testimony every blessed day, and then more people will come on board. Okay, more people will come on board. Okay, we can take days, sit on a single machine, a single laptop, and we'll be studying accounts the whole day. Okay, I have a whole list that I've compiled. I don't know where I've placed this diary. Wow. Like, I'll show you. I have the whole list. I have to sit the whole day checking those accounts, individual accounts, one by one, simply because I want to do what? Know exactly where I'm to register. So let me see if I can trace those. Okay, you see this full diary. I really mean business. Oh. Mr. Hope, we really mean business. You see this full diary. It contains only downlines accounts details, those that have registered. From the beginning of this diary to the end, all downlines accounts. Okay, they are all accounts. You can see them, all accounts. Where are they? They are all stacked. They are all stacked. These are all accounts of downlines that we have registered. They are all stacked. All these accounts. Okay, I myself, these are my all accounts that I'm registering. Okay, all the accounts here are all my own accounts. At the end of the day, currently 3. Where are they? They are all stacked. All these accounts are stacked. So if the company will look into it, help us, so that we too will be willing to move up with the system, because we know for sure at the end of the day, whatever that we put into it is not going to be stacked in someone's account. Of it, that account won't move ahead. It will be of great help to us and to the company, because at the end of the day, it's the image of the company that is going to be raised. Once again, this video was recorded with the consent of all the Ruby directors of Rffl for Life, recorded by Rffl Francis Jr. to management to look into our case, re-strategize the system, build the system to help management and also help the downlines of Rffl for Life. Recorded this day, the 20th of September 2021. This recorded came to an end at exactly 8:28. Thank you.